It's morning here in Denmark, early morning, and I'm going to make a tarot reading in order to know a little more about what is going to happen with the Kafka religion and the relationship between Sander and Oracle Mama Gailu Kiwi Kiwi in September and October before I leave this country and go to Tanzania. And I will be using the Quran, and I will be using Tarot Made Easy by Nancy Garren. I will just put my finger through the pages and with my eyes closed, just point my finger at a place and get the answers from there, and I will use my tarot cards. First, I will use the card. I'll just blend the tarot cards and see what happens here, which cards pops up. I want to know if there will be any changes happening in September and October. Okay. The first two cards. The Devil card. The Devil card pops up together with Three of Pentacles. So then I use the Quran. And I point my finger. The poets. We are big poets, me and Sander. And I point my finger at page 311 in the English version of the Quran. Let me see, it's written by General Editor Tom Griffith, Wordsworth Classics of World Literature, the Holy Quran. It says, verse 227, and 7 signifies the women, the female Kundalini energy, and 2 means to believe, and there's 2 of them, so someone is going to have a strong belief, and that belief will increase because there's double of the 2, number 2. So someone will increase her or his belief in Oracle Mama and Santa Claus. And maybe they will increase their belief in each other. So 4 plus 7 means 11. Yeah, so something will surely happen in September and October. Maybe they will meet, or maybe they will just start to trust each other more and communicate more somehow. And it says, accept those who believe. Accept those who believe. Work righteousness. Engage much in the remembrance of Allah and defend themselves only after they are unjustly attacked. And soon will the unjust assailants know what vicissitudes their affairs will take. I have to look that word up. I don't know that word. It says, expect those who believe. No, accept those who believe and work righteousness and engage much in the remembrance of Allah and defend themselves only after they are unjustly attacked. So we don't have to defend ourselves. Maybe both of us has a wake-up call that it is safe to meet. We should not defend or protect ourselves against the enemy, deep state, because we should only do that after, if we get unjustly attacked. There is no attack yet, so why fear? And soon will the unjust assailants know what vicissitudes their affair will take. So I have to look that word up because I don't know that word. I'm skiftlösa. Yeah, they're narcissistic, pedophile, satanistic, worldly will have a wake-up call during their September and October. Okay then. Let's look into the Three of Pentacles. Pentacles, 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 Pentacles. But the devil together with a pair sitting on a bench, that is Sander and his current ex, that is Sander and his ex-wife sitting on a bench and being pursued by the devil to work together with government. So I can't find that Pentacles, the Hermit, the Strength, the Lovers, Empress, the Magicians. I've studied all the other cards, but that's not this one. Three of Pentacles, I can't find it. Wands, Pentacles, okay. Two of Pentacles, and we have Three of Pentacles, okay. So it says, many hands make light work. So yeah, Sandra and we need many hands, many Nilsa-Moint hands and Nilsa-Kona hands. As long as you share a common purpose and vision and everyone plays nice. So we don't need people to play nice or pretend being nice. We need people to be nice and righteous. So it says, three witches are coming together to create something even greater that they could make on their own. Their cats clearly approve. It can be hard to work with others, but the rewards are worth the trouble of trying to make differing viewpoints mesh. After all, they don't say two heads are better than one for nothing. So maybe Sander's head and my head comes together And yeah, maybe we meet during the next couple of months in order to talk about Joe Kafka Dream Cream Regime. If you are involved in a project with others or trying to deal with family issues, for instance, try to see where everyone else involved is coming from and keep an open mind. Just because someone doesn't think just like you do doesn't make their ideas any less valid or useful. After all, it takes many instruments to make an orchestra, but oh, how beautiful the music. So, maybe, just maybe, three witches are coming together during September and October, and maybe those three witches is me, Sander, and his ex-wife, or me, Sander, and someone else who starts believe in talking about these issues more openly in order to widespread this religion. Yeah, I think I will look for a little more answers for these next couple of months. And what will more happen? I think I will ask a question concerning all the people that I have on my email list that I am sending emails to every day with new material for the Kafka Dream Regime, new songs, projections, and so on. I want to know what they are thinking currently about my project, my Two Kafka project. What are they thinking about Oracle Mama and the whole situation with Sander? And yeah, are some of them going to corroborate? So we're looking for answers. I shuffle the tarot deck and we see what happens. Okay, the first card pumps up. Knight of Swords. Maybe they will begin to stand up for Gaeli Givi Kiwi and really do a great work in supporting her. Knights of Swords. I have to look it up to be sure how to interpret it, how to understand it. Let me see. Swords, here it is. It says Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords. We don't want the knights, we want daytime. So maybe they have started spreading my, even though they are very quiet about my religion towards me, they don't call me, they don't answer back or nothing because they are so scared. They haven't realized that to be afraid. Oh, those fucking advertisements. It's not allowed until Kafka Dream Regime with these advertisements. So disturbing. So now I don't remember what I just said. But I'm looking for this Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of... Okay, it's here. The Knight of Swords is coming. Best get out of his way. Unless, of course, he is here to sweep you off your feet. The knights are all about movement, this one more so than the others. Once he gets an idea in his head, there will be no stopping him. So, of course, he is on your side. You may not want him to. The Knight of Swords is a capable ally, determined and focused, maybe a little too focused, in fact, since he can be hard to stop once she gets going. If you are going along for the ride, expect to feel the wind in your hair and see the ground far underneath your feet. So someone is going to sweep me off my feet. Yeah, that might be Santa sweeping me off my feet, carrying me up to let me feel the wind in my hair and see the ground far underneath our feet. And you know, all the pages in this Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake is not talking about any movement in the other cards. It's the only page in the book talking about a movement. So maybe, just maybe, it's a sign that there will be some kind of progress with my movement. Maybe the movement would be come alive during the next couple of months. Maybe the people on my email list will come together as a secret community. Nilse Moinder, Nilse Quinna is, people who operate in secret, and they are helping Sander in secret. So maybe they will meet without telling me, and they will plan our future and start supporting Sander and to Kafka Dream Cream Regime government, Oracle Mama Gaelu Givi Kiwi government. Yeah. And once he gets an idea in his head, there will be no stopping him. So, Sander is to Kafka Dream Cream Regime convinced. He has seen the light, and when he has seen the light, there will be nothing stopping him. Of course, if he's on your side, and we know he's on my side, we can see that he's on my side. You may not want him to. Yeah, I really, really want him to be on my side. So I invite this opportunity. Welcome. So let's see more about Let's take a look in the Nancy Garon Tarot Made Easy book. I just, put my finger on the pages and choose a page and point my finger in the page at a sentence with my eyes closed. Okay, it says oppression. You want things to change. This could be concerning a loved one and to break free of oppression or stagnation in business or find a solution to problems. So maybe we will find a solution and break free of oppression and stagnation into Kafka business during September and October. And yeah, I really want things to change. And I really want the people on my email list to come together and find some solutions. I need help with my music. I need some musicians to support the project. And I need people to email all their friends and tell them about me and Sander, and yeah, turn them into 2 Kafka members. So let us see more about these next. It's already popping up one card here, and the question I want to ask is what is going to happen these next couple of months regarding to Kafka movement. Will there be any change? The Four of Pentacles. I have only studied all the most powerful and beautiful cards, and this is maybe not one of them. So it says 4 of Pentacles. Just wait a minute. 4 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, 2, 3, 4. But 4 is my lucky number, so maybe there's something good about this. And he's sitting on some box with a lot of money, and I would like some people to donate money during September, October, because I really need money in order to plant the permaecological garden in Africa and Tanzania. Niels Moint and Oracle Mama Queen, Niels and Anna's answer here. We want to plant a permaecological garden, in order to rescue a lot of people in Denmark and invite them to Africa to help us with the garden. So it says 4 of Pentacles. It is good to be cautious and careful with what we have, but there is such a thing as holding on too tightly. This goes for emotions as well as for money. The poor witch on the 4 of Pentacles is clearly worried about money. The funny thing is, he probably has more than enough for what he needs, but he is so sure he doesn't or won't in future that all he does is fret about it. That's not much of a way to live. Money is important. You only have to deal with the lack of it to find out that's true. Still, if all you do is worry about having enough money, you're probably not going to have much of a life either. So how much money is enough? And is there such a thing as too much focus on security? So yeah, I know that because I've done several readings during the past couple of days. So I know what's this about. It's about Sander. He has, and I don't know why, because why he has problem with money these days. But I know that he is speculating a lot about money. So maybe he will realize that he has been worried too much about money, and that it's kind of stupid. It's not necessary to worry about money. And maybe he will donate some money for the To Kafka project. And how much money is enough, and is there such a thing as too much focus on security? Yeah, maybe we will have a wake-up call that we will be very secure in Tanzania, and to start the project with the Garden of Eden only requires very few money, actually, because I have a plan, and the plan works, because the plan is going to be done with the help of Brookie, the Almighty. So there's nothing to fear, and we don't need much, just a tent and a piece of land, and a little money for food, the first half year, money for food, and then there we will already, after half a year, be self-sustainable. There's nothing, absolutely nothing to worry about. And Sander should not worry about these matters, but I know that he is worrying a lot about this, because I've done several readings already. So let's see more about that. Now I don't want to know anything more about Sander. We know he's on our team. I want to know about the September and October regarding the avocado society, the lawyer society in Denmark. They are called avocados because they're so delicious, and that they are my favorite fruit. And they are called Marita, Susanne Hinge, and Rasmus Hedegaard. Let's see if they want to leave Denmark, the corrupt, satanistic dictatorship government, and join my dictatorship, which is done with love. I govern people with love. And let us see if they want to come together with me and Sander to Tanzania and start our To Kafka business. Planting a perma-ecological garden, and just eating from the ground our sun food. Let's see what they think about Kiwi and this To Kafka Dream Cream regime, and traveling to Tanzania, buying land, planting a garden. Okay, they are raising 3 persons. Maybe they also bring Suse from their company, from their delicious avocado company, because 3 people are just raising their To Kafka cups, and they do it. It's nighttime. There's a lot of fish. Fish signifies fish jumping up of the water, and they signifies happiness, good luck, and happiness. And in China they use them a lot as a symbol, New Year symbol. So we will enter a new year, and there will be some change, like a new beginning, and not necessarily a new year, because this is a reading for September and October, but there will be a change. And I think this is signifying that they want to come with Kiwi and Sander to Tanzania, together with their family and their children, because their children has nothing to do in the school or any business or anything connecting to Babylon city, only makes people mentally ill. And when a psychiatrist has already being convinced that this is the truth, that people get mentally ill in the cities, and are supporting Gali Kiwi Kiwi, and points his finger at her Melka Butter, which means my name, that flower picture on his Facebook. When he points his finger and says, I'm the chosen one, I'm the chosen one, Uprauki has chosen me to be the Oracle Mama Queen here on earth. He has pointed his finger at me. So, yeah, if a psychiatrist in Denmark can be convinced that people are becoming mentally ill, living in the city, then my lawyers, Marita, Susanne Hinge, Rasmus Hedegaard, and Susie can also be convinced, and they can take their children out of school, and they can take the whole family, and they can, together with me, maybe also rescue some of all those people in Denmark that government has taken the children away from them, and they can maybe refugee to our piece of land, and we can teach them how to be good parents and take good care of their children, and they can help us, with the ecological garden. So let's see when I shuffle the cards, what is the answer? Because I want more answers. The first card is a celebration tree of those delicious avocados from that, lawyer firmaman is going to join us in Tanzania. This card says, and my prediction is always true. When I predict something, it's good, because my subconsciousness is good. So often I predict good things. So let's see, when I shuffle this tarot cards, let's see what happens. But also, I always want to know the truth. So it would signify the true potential of something going to happen. And if it was not meant to happen, the cards would tell me. Ooh, a lot of cards pops up. Okay, let's see. The Magician, they think that I'm magic. I've done something magical. And yeah, my songs have done their magic on them. And they just think this Kafka Dream Cream regime is something very magical, and they believe that magic is so strong that everybody throughout the whole world can be convinced that this is the right way of living, and this is what people has to do in order to free themselves, be self-sufficient, and just, feel happy, go lucky, not be too stressful about all lives matters, and serving the government and doing a job from 8 till 4 in the afternoon. So yeah, something that has happened to them. And then we see the 9 of Wands. Let's see what that signifies. That is not one of the best cards, but nine of Wands. It can maybe signify something good. Let's see what it says. Oh, those fucking advertisements. And it's going to be not allowed at all into Kafka regime. We don't want it. It's distracting us from our peace of mind and our what is best for us. We don't want any advertisement. It's not allowed into Kafka Dream Cream regime. So let's look at 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, it say, you may be battered and bruised, but you will survive to fight another day. Or maybe you won't have to fight at all. That might make for a nice change of pace. So yeah, the battle is over. There is a lot of the picture says the battle is over. And the lady on the picture, she's still, she wants to still fight, but the fight is over. She don't have to fight so much anymore alone by herself. She's just been attacked from from everywhere, but now the battle is over because she has people supporting her to Kafka Dream Machine, so she don't have to worry so much more. She has been a very strong woman, and she has been struggling for a long time and managing all kinds of things all by herself. So it says the witch on this card clearly has been having a tough time. She's fought battles, won a few, maybe lost more. You can be pretty sure that she'd like to be doing anything other than preparing for another one. So Maritza, Susanne Hinge, and Rasmus Hedegaard, they know that I don't need more battles, more hardships in life. And they have a warm heart and a compassionate heart. So they want to help me, and they're going with me to Ansonia in order to support me. And it says further, but that doesn't mean she's ready to give up, quite the contrary. She'll keep going as long as she has to. Yes, Maritza and Rasmus, they know that I can keep going as long as I have to. But they will help me, because it's not necessary for me to fight anymore. In the end, nothing can break her spirit, which doesn't mean she couldn't use a break and maybe a nice picnic lunch maybe tomorrow. So they will give me this nice picnic lunch maybe tomorrow. Yeah, they will come with me. I'm very sure about that. Let's look at the next card. Okay, it's a woman, and she has been working very hard. She has been reading, she has been writing, and it's the Nine of Swords. So let's see, Nine of Swords. What does Nine of Swords say? Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Page of Swords. Where is the Nine of Swords? 8, 9. Okay. They really like my poems. They really, really like my poems. Because, it's a picture of a witch at the beach, and one of my best songs, my best lyric actually, is about a beach and how the water of the sea makes that line, that's, and that line moves like a snake. So I think they really like my poems. And the Nine of Cups says, success is wonderful, but don't let it go to your head. The Nine of Cups used to be called the wish card. You would make a wish at the beginning of the reading, and if the Nine of Cups appeared, your wish was sure to be granted. And I hear Maritza, Susanne Hinge, and Rasmus's voices every day telling me they think that I'm arrogant. So they have been saying that and thinking that for a very, very long period of time now. And they should stop, because I'm not arrogant. But, they have been thinking that, but they have been thinking that, but still at the same time, they can see the value of my songs, and they are for sure impressed. Its presence in a reading is certainly a good sign that you have either achieved what you had hoped to do or are well on your way to doing so. But don't get too cocky. I don't know that word. After all, life is uncertain and wishes are tricky things. Yes, you should take time out to celebrate every achievement along the way, but the journey still continues and you want to keep an eye out for future wishes too. So they really believe in the true Kafka Dream Cream regime, but at the same time, they are not as sure as I am, so they maybe have a tendency to think that I'm an arrogant person because they don't know what I know, so they are not as certain as I am. Okay, let's look at the next card. It's about Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Yeah. It's a woman sitting on the beach and she's bending down looking at the three cups. And there is a table with a lot of food and delicious food. And it's in a tropical environment, so maybe they want to go to a place with sun and Palm Beach because it's a Palm Beach. Five of Cups. It says, let's face it, in life bad things happen. You make plans, you work hard, everything is all set, and wham, disaster. Yeah, that is the kidnapping of my son they're referring to, right? The cup breaks down, your perfect vacation gets rained out, you slip and break your leg 2 days before your wedding. It's easy to get discouraged and lose track of the big picture. Suddenly everything is ruined, but is it everything, really? Or are you just so focused on the bad stuff that you forget about all the good? After all, the car may be broken, but no one got hurt. You still got to spend your vacation with family and play all those fun board games. And maybe you hobble down the aisle on a pair of crutches, but you've got someone who loves you. Don't let the bumps in life distract you from all the blessings you still have. So they say, now I have someone who loves me. They loves me, and I have had all these troubles and everything just in my life being ruined. But they tell me, don't continue. Feel pity about yourself because not everything is ruined. And we are here for you. We love you. And don't be focused anymore on the bad stuff. You have to forget about that and focus on the good stuff, the things that you have achieved now. Yeah. Next card. Okay, someone they have always lived a very secure life. The decisions up to now has been to do as one is supposed to do, take an education, work for the government. But now they feel like a young child again. They can see a future, with Kiwi on the sea, actually, in a boat, because there's a boat on this picture on the sea, and it's a full card. It's the witch standing on a cliff. And she's ready to take the jump. She's ready to jump, and they dare to take that jump, and they don't feel foolish about it. They are ready because they can see already a future with Kiwi on the sea, on a boat. and together with Gali Kiwi Kiwi, spreading the Kafka religion, visiting lots of countries and living on a boat. They really think that idea is splendid. So that's why we're picking that card when I'm asking, what do these delicious avocados, my lawyers, what they think about this Kafka religion, Urago Mama, Gali Kiwi Kiwi. I don't like those advertisements. They are not allowed in future. We don't want it. So yeah, and they are sure that there will be some kind of victory if they are together with Gali Kiwi Kiwi, because the witch in the pictures are raising her hands in triumph. She is raising her hand up in the air, showing that she believes taking this kind of risk that it is to give up their life here in Denmark and travel with Gali Kiwi Kiwi. It's the risk worth, and they are just raising their hands. And there is a bird in the air, so maybe they can see it from a higher perspective, and they have also been waking up because I'm doing a great job in trying to wake them up. So Two of Wands, the Two of Wands, let's see, that's something about future. So maybe they can see a future. They can see a future with Gali Kiwi Kiwi. The Two of Wands says, it is good to spend time contemplating your opinions, but sooner or later you're going to have to choose one. Which direction pulls most strongly? So maybe they have chosen a direction now, and the direction is to come with Gali Kiwi Kiwi to Africa. This young sage has the whole world at his feet. They're feeling that Gali Kiwi has the whole world at his feet, and being together with Gali Kiwi Kiwi, they also have the whole world at their feet, and they have chosen which way to go. The future is an open book, a blank slate full of possibilities, and they have made a choice. And because they see there will be lots of happiness, success, and possibilities making this kind of choice. Okay, next card. Oh, the Emperor. That's a very, very strong card. The Emperor. Yeah. They believe so much in Gali Kiwi Kiwi and they believe that she can succeed in becoming the Oracle Mama in this world and the new government, because if not, we would not have picked this particular card. This card is very, very strong. It's the strongest card of them all. The Emperor. And yeah, they don't see Gali Kiwi Kiwi as foolish or naive or anything, because that's not the character of the Emperor. Actually, they believe so much in the Kafka Dream Cream regime that they know that it's in future will be a very strong movement if they start to support it. And they are convinced that if they start to support this great Kafka Dream Cream idea, then it will be successful because the character of Gali Kiwi Kiwi. This says, the Emperor's strength lies not in might, but in experience and the wisdom that comes from it. So they know that I have a lot of experience through my hardships in life. It has made me into that person I am today, and that I have withdrawn a lot of wisdom from that. An older male sage with brown hair shod with silver sits on a simple wooden throne at dusk. He He wears a crown with prongs of antlers and holds a scepter with a glowing sapphire that matches his flowing red robes. His eyes are also blue, and his face is wise and a little bit stern but not forbidden. His other hand strokes the black kitten in his lap, and an older German shepherd sleeps at his feet. A shrell lies on the ground in front of him. It could be the two Kafka shrell. Maybe they want to help me. Maybe they're considering to help me writing a two Kafka Bible because there's a shrell at his feet, and maybe they want to study astrology because there's something astrology sign on that shrell. So Asra lies on the ground in front of him, particularly unrolled to show a map on the constellations. The mood is one of solid strength and power. And you know that this is a man you can trust and depend on. You also know that you should probably listen when he speaks. He didn't get where he is by accident, and Maritza and Rasmus has a deep understanding that for my situation, and they know that I didn't get where I am today by accident. This guy knows things, I know things, and he gets things done. Gali Kivi Kivi, the oracle, do get things done very quickly, and you could do worse than to follow his lead. Yeah, so they really want to let me follow. They really want to be my followers and let me lead. The emperor is a true king. He is wise and experienced, and he always tries to do what is right for his people. So they, in their opinion, because I was asking for their opinion in this tarot reading, and it could be any car of the cars that we were picking, but we're actually picking this one. And yeah, they think that I'm a true oracle, Mama Queen. And maybe they also think that, Sander has some of this emperor character. And maybe they trust in Sander too. And that's why it's the emperor and not the female empress that I have chosen. So maybe they think that I have the strange like a man. I'm also lesbian, so maybe that's why. At the same time, I like men very much, and I'm deeply in love with Santa. And yeah, maybe we pick this card, and it says also something about the character, their belief system their opinion about the character of Sander. That is a very, very good man, very strong man, very experienced man for me to be together with. And maybe they will support me in my decision, choosing him as my oracle king. And it says further, he does nothing without thinking it through first. And that's the character of Santa Claus for sure, but he is not afraid to take action if it's necessary. And maybe they are impressed that now he is taking the first steps towards becoming a Kafka Dream Cream regime member. And yeah, he wants to be with Gali Kiwi for sure. He wants to marry with her and let her have children. And maybe my lawyer is the one to support us, also in order to make sure that everything is going to be very secure and safe for us in Tanzania. He is the embodiment of the sacred male, a father and a figure of authority, and maybe they look up to both of us as authorities, and especially Sander, because Sander has a big authority in Danish society. Yeah, and I picked the card because a lot of cards popped up, and not every time a lot of cards pop up when you ask a question, but this time a lot of cards, which is actually very, very relevant for my question, because one of them is the tarot card of justice. So justice, yeah, they want justice, and they know that it's very, very, very unfair that Gaeli Givi Kivi, Ragamama's child, has been stolen by the Satanist government, the corrupt government, and all the very, very, very corrupt and bad, evil people in Denmark. And they know that how to say justice more in English, I don't know that word, but they know that there has been done a crime against Gaeli Givi Kivi, and they know that Gaeli Givi Kivi is innocent. So I picked the justice card because it's telling me that they also want to help Gaeli Givi Kivi and Sander so that justice can be done. And then, yeah, there's a very nice card, a yogi card, that they want Gaeli Givi Kivi to educate them on everything she knows about spiritualism, because this is a teaching spiritualism. So I also picked that card. So yeah, they want me as the spiritual guru. And also this card is the Queen of Cups. And yeah, and she's at the beach again, referring to one of my songs. So they must be in love with my songs, or else why should I pick two cards with my favorite lyric is about that beach and how the sea water is like a snake. So it speaks to my heart, these two cards, and it's telling me intuitively that they have felt in love with my lyric and my songs, and that's, yeah, very much indeed. And that's why I picked two of those cards. They are the only two cards with witches on the beach, and one of them is actually not a witch. It's a pregnant woman. So maybe they can see a future for me as pregnant woman. And maybe the reason why, because we are asking the question if they would like to come with Gaeli Givi Kivi to Tanzania. And you know, both pictures is in a tropical environment, and other pictures from this tarot deck is not in tropical places. So maybe, yeah, it is very strongly indicating that they want to move to Tanzania, and there's also fish, happy-go-lucky fish. Fish signifies lucky. So yeah, maybe they want to protect Gaeli Givi Kivi while she's pregnant, because they're lawyers. So maybe they think Gaeli Givi Kivi should not be pregnant in Tanzania all by herself. And maybe they think it's not enough for her with Sander by her side, that if they were there also, then she would be fully protected. And you know, she's standing with a seashell, so maybe they see her connection to the water, and maybe they start believe that she's actually supposed to be the lawgiver because she's married to the sea. All right, yeah. And the last one card for this answer, because a lot of cards was just popping up. It doesn't happen all the time, and it's not a coincidence. They want to tell me a lot. They have maybe for a long time been scared to call me and talk about these matters. So now when they have the opportunity to answer me, a lot of cards pops up, and the last card here is telling me that they see me as someone who is good at clairvoyance and predicting the future. They believe that I will in future be good at this tarot deck because the witch and the picture is looking at, into the future. And she sees a lot of prosperity because on the table there is a lot of berries, fruits. So she sees prosperity for everybody has to be fed by fruit from the trees. They think that's a good idea, or there will be some other symbols on the table. And the tarot deck is on the table, so that's why I think they think that I might be good at the tarot, and that would be in my education. But it would not be their profession, because their profession would be their astrology. I think that is just what my intuition tells me, and I hear their voices all the time telling me, "Oh, she's clairvoyant, she's clairvoyant, she's clairvoyant." It's not voices, but it's I can't really explain how I get these messages. I have some tools from a world that I come from, but those tools are they are so complex that it's very, 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 very difficult for me with words to express and teach other people how to use them and get to know those tools. Okay, so a lot of answers, and I just want to read the card because this deck is new for me, so I want to know if it was the right answer, if there's more to the High Priestess card. So I just look up the High Priestess card. But the High Priestess card is a strong card as the Emperor that we were looking at just before. It's also one of the very strong cards. So let me look it up. I'm very, very satisfied with this reading, and I'm feel very happy and very hopeful now. And I think I have opened up their eyes that things in future can be done in a little more untraditional manner, and that they should just take the jump out of that cliff and not be so scared, because they can trust in Gali Givi Kiwi, the Oracle Mama, and she is an experienced and strong woman. I can't find that card just now. Where is that card? Where is it? 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 It's called High Priestess. No, but I'm quite sure that I can remember that card. So if I can't find it just now, it would be enough with the things that I've already said. High Priestess. No, maybe it's in the front of the book. I think it is. Yeah, it's here. Okay, the High Priestess seek knowledge from within and without. Maybe they also think that I have read a lot of books, because there's so many books on this picture. A dark-haired witch sits on a chair wearing her witch's hat, and actually I barely read books in my whole life. I read so little, but I just intuitively know a lot of things. A dark-haired witch sits on a chair wearing her witch's hat. To other side are tall pillars, candles on stands, one white and one black. In front of her there is a large glowing crystal ball into which she's looking. To the left of the crystal ball is a tarot card spread, and to the right is an enigmatic black cat with one foot resting on a drawstring bag from which runstones are spilling. Okay, I thought actually it looks for me, and it doesn't matter. That's my reading. I was looking at berries because it really looks like berries. But it's stones, yeah. If I should have done this tarot deck, I would have been painting not stones. I've been painting something else. So in front of her is a large glowing crystal ball. Blah, blah, blah. Behind the table there are stacks of books. Mystery surrounds her. And yet you get the sense that this high priestess knows everything about you. Okay, yeah. So I'm hearing their voice saying all the time that I'm a clarion, that I can read them. So, yeah. And maybe they're scared of me and they don't want to... Oh, that advertisement. Let's just go through that advertisement before I speak. Yeah. Okay. So it says further, your past and your future. No, it says mystery surrounds her, and yet you get the sense that this high priestess knows everything about you, your worries and your innermost secret desires, your past and your future, before you even ask one question. She has the answers you seek, but can you convince her to share them? The high priestess, okay, maybe they don't think that I tell them everything. Maybe they are curious how much I actually know. The high priestess represents both ancient wisdom and current knowledge. She is every wise woman who ever lived, and every matriarch who ruled over her family's kitchen table. You can probably learn a lot from her, but you have to be looking for the answers in order to get them, and you have to be willing to deal with the truth when you get it. Life is rarely black and white, and neither is whatever you will learn. So, yeah. Okay, this was the reading for today. I just wanted to know a little about this to Kafka Dream Cream regime, if there will be any change at all, and if nothing happens during September and October, for sure with this reading something will happen in their mindset. Maybe a change. Maybe they will change their mindset. Feel a little bit more open to the idea of traveling with Gaeli Kiwi in future on a boat and living in Tanzania. And let's just choose one more sentence from the Nancy Garan Tarot Made Easy, just to make make a last statement on this before I close and say namaste. So excited to know what that last sentence will be. Okay, so the focus is on moving ahead with anticipation in spite of fear, doubt, or confusion, making decisions and aligning yourself with supportive or responsive friends. And yeah, it could be any kind of sentence, but I chose this one. So yeah, for sure they have learned these days, and there have been a wake-up call for them that they don't have to live in fear and confusion and doubt, and they have to make a decision now, and they have to be supportive and responsive friends. Okay, it's a good reading. I believe in this stuff. I really believe in this stuff. And I want to be a professional tarot reader, or what it's called. Oracle tarot reader. Namaste. Peace on earth. Take good care of yourself. Eat healthy stuff. Don't forget to rest. Don't forget to care for each other and care for the people you love. And don't be so afraid of coronavirus. There's nothing to be afraid about. Don't be afraid of government and all that stuff. Just, think as positive as possible in life and make good decisions. And so please support Geile Kiwi Kiwi Kloko Valcha. Peace be upon you. Be blessed. Be loved. Don't choose fear. Choose love. Namaste.